G7ERL running Yaesu FT290, running 2.5 watts into a 5-element vertical Yagi, beaming east, beaming west from Lowestoft. Microphone back to you, Mark.
Yeah, all received, Richard. Like I say, you're an S6 on that over. Can you possibly put it up to? Can you go up a maybe 2.5 watts to 5? Is that possible, Richard? Go ahead.
Alright, this is G7ERL now transmitting on Kenwood TS2000 on collinear, roughly round about 35. The base of the collinear roughly 35 feet above ground level, running 5 watts. Microphone back to you, Mark.
Yeah, all received, Richard. G7ERL from M6RKY. You was S plus that time there, which is a big signal from Lowestoft to the QTH of mine is in Grisden there. Would you like to go ahead and perhaps go up the next notch there, Richard? Go ahead.
This now G7ERL now transmitting with a power output of 10 watts. Back to you.
Yeah, very close to S++. You're just a notch off of S+ there, Richard. Obviously, good conditions tonight. That's the loudest I've ever heard you, Richard. I don't know if you want to push it further. You could go another notch, like say, and like before when you first came in, you're S++, but obviously you're running a bit more power there. But microphone back to you, Richard, for if you want to do another test and maybe knock the power up again. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've knocked it up a couple of notches now. This is G7ERL now running 25 watts. 25 watts. Back to you.
Yeah, there you go, Richard. G7ERL from M6RKY. You are now S++. Only a little sort of a gap away from being end stop. Maybe another sort of on the meter there. Maybe how would it be? Probably. About 3mm away from being end stop there, Richard. Go ahead.
Right, this is G7ERL now transmitting at 50 watts output power. Kenwood TS2000 into a diamond high gain collinear. Collinear is approximately a metre above the ridge tiles, base of which is probably roughly around about 35-ish foot above ground. I'm running 50 watts now. Back to you.
Yeah, G7ERL from M6RKY. Absolutely end stop, Richard. Fully quietening and great audio. Well, thanks very much for doing that test, Richard. You cannot get any louder than that. So thanks very much. I shall upload this now to YouTube, and you'll see the results in the next few minutes there, Richard. Go ahead.
Yeah, just on my highest power setting now. By the way, Mark, running 100 watts from my Kenwood TS2000 into the collinear. Back to you.
There wasn't a massive difference there, Richard. There wasn't a massive difference between your 50 and 100. Maybe slightly sort of deeper, cleaner audio. If it wasn't really clean to begin with, you know what I mean. It was. It can't really get much better there, Richard. Well, I shall. Like I say, I'll upload it now, Richard, and you'll get the results in hopefully the next sort of 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how long it takes to upload the video. But thanks for taking part in the test, Richard. G7ERL from M6RKY.
Okay, mate. We don't want to keep Terry out too long.